You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, welcome to Season 9, Episode 10 of Teen Mom 2. So, I'm Mackenzie Fain, your host, and I have the lovely Mama Lee in the house again. Woo! Give it up. All right. Well, I thought this was the season finale. Clearly it's not. So, yeah. So we start out with Brianna. But first of all, what do you think of this episode?
I actually thought it was better than the rest.
Yes. Me too.
There was a lot more going on, a little bit more excitement, So yeah, I liked it better.
Yeah. There was a lot more in here, and it was like, okay, we're actually watching some type of episode. I'm not just like sitting here writing nothing. All right, so we start with Brianna and Nova and Stella and Devon and that whole situation. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they're really just doing a really good job.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really cool to see. I have no complaints on either of their parts. I think they're doing such a good job with her. But in the beginning, Nova's talking to her dad on the FaceTime. What'd you think of that?
Oh, I thought it was adorable.
So
and
cute.
She's asking him, "You're going to go with me to Puerto Rico? Are you excited?" It was super cute and laying down and relaxing. It just looked like, so comfortable for her. And I loved it. It was a good scene.
She's so cute, and she looks just like him.
Yes.
Doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
So he's good. And you can see that over the years, I think she's brought him out of his, comfort zone, because he's a really shy guy.
Yeah, he seems it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, she's so, hanging on him, talking to him, little tiny thing, whatever. And so he just, he has to be the dad. So it's cool to see that him come out of his shell a little bit.
And this is such a great age for him to connect with her. When they're little too, you have fun with them, but she's at a really good age where they can have a conversation. He can have fun with her. He can play with her. It's nice.
Yeah, it really is. What else? So John knows, which is Brianna's boyfriend that lives in New York, knows about her going on vacation with Devon, and he understands, it's for Nova that Devon's coming, but she still feels a little weird about it. So when they said that, I thought it was foreshadowing for a fight to happen with Brianna and John. But that didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Did you think that at all?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
I just understood that she meant I have a boyfriend and I'm on a trip with my ex, so it feels maybe kind of weird. Yeah, I know that you understand that, but I thought it was really great that her new boyfriend didn't have a problem. They didn't fight about it. He was not, jealous about it, because it's important.
Yeah. I was shocked that he was so secure and good about it. I was like, because he doesn't have any kids. Does he really get it? I was like, oh, I wonder. It's this pretty big test to see how mature he is.
He also might be thinking, well, there's going to be cameras on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
If she does do anything, I'm going to see it.
Yeah, that's so true.
I'd send anybody. My husband can go with anybody. Go ahead. You have cameras following you. They're sure to play that.
Yeah.
Some kind of a cheating scandal. So
that would definitely be making the headlines there. Brianna gets back with Devon.
Right. Will David find out?
David.
Is that his name?
John. These
David,
names
John,
really these names all are so bland. Not in a bad way, but just they're all normal names. It's not like in the other one where it was Dakota and you could really differentiate between. But so Nova, they asked Nova about if she wants to have his last name. How did you think that conversation went?
Well, I thought they handled it beautifully. Yeah. I thought they were fantastic, saying you're always going to be Nova. She's young. She's like, I don't know, what's the last name, But the fact that she didn't even know his last name took me by surprise.
Really? Why?
Well, because she's like 9. Is she that
7.
old? Oh, 7. Okay.
Wait.
Is she?
Yeah, she's like 7, 8.
Okay. Anyway.
No, wait. Is she 9?
I don't know, but
God, whatever.
feel like she should have known his last name. I was surprised by that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I thought they were really cute. The longer the name,
Yeah.
you know, that was really cute. She was really not sure.
Yeah, because I think like how they brought it, like the first thing, like, do you want to change your last name to Daddy's? Like,
They could have led up to it.
yeah,
Like
it was
sometimes
a lot. Sometimes what you get your father's last name, whatever, because it was so like abrupt. I felt like.
Yeah.
I think they handled it really good, and I don't normally like when Roxy, her mom, jumps in, but I did like how she jumped in and she said, "You'll always be Nova, though. That'll never change," or whatever. But yeah, I thought like for any little kid, she doesn't know the meaning behind a last name, so and they didn't really explain that to her. I didn't think.
Yeah, that's true.
But
They did the best for what they knew.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, I just skipped to.
Well, I thought it was really great that the mom had talked to her about the different colors and the different, people in Puerto Rico who you'll see and her nationality or her ethnicity compared to his and what you'll refer to yourself as. It was really nice, giving her a little insight on all that.
Yeah, it was so cute. And they did, it's just such a good job with the whole trip and making Devon feel like he was on his own because he got to take her out to the water park by himself. And it wasn't so like, you're doing this, you're doing that.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, and that was a really cute scene when you see them walking away or playing at the wall. It was just really adorable. So I'm glad he got that time. It's definitely going to bring them even closer. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
If we keep going like this, I'm going to call us Leah and Jason for just like keep talking about the same thing over and over and how cute it is.
Yes.
It's bad.
Oh.
Isn't it hot in here?
It's bad today. Yeah, it really is.
I know. It's that thing we have to shut off.
When there's a commercial break, which there isn't.
Which there isn't here, guys. So stay with us. All right. So we get into Janelle.
Okay, yes.
So Babs flies to New York. There's so much here, okay? But I'm sweating. But anyway, so she goes there to meet Andrew. They have this whole setup plan. But they're keeping the secret from Jace that she's meeting him, which obviously if they told him, that would be crazy to me.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So it's raining in New York. They have like music and she's sitting in the restaurant waiting. She calls Andrew. He doesn't show up. She calls him, and I thought it was really good. Her message, she's just like, it's your loss. It's not mine. And she's like, to stand me up is just wrong. Like, she didn't like freak out, whatever. And I thought it was so funny. At one point she goes, I never liked Andrew. He's just weird. He's just really weird. He's weird. So that was so funny. So then, okay, so what are you thinking at this point?
So when they show the time, and then they show how long, it was like, what, 5:30? Or, wait a minute, what time was it? Because
11:40.
It was like an hour and a half.
Really? What time were they supposed to meet? I don't remember.
12, I thought, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Whatever. It was a long time.
It was like an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes that she waited before she called. See, I'm thinking I would have waited 15 minutes.
Yeah. 20 minutes. Like, is everything okay? What's going on?
I would have called the night before. Are we still on? We said 12. You know what I mean? Confirm. But whatever. So she didn't. So
regardless, like, she's an older lady. Like, she set it up. She literally paid to get on a plane, all this different stuff. So in her mind, there's
absolutely
nothing she could have done differently.
No. I'm saying just sitting there. But I was just panicking for her. I was watching her, and it was dramatic, with the rain and her looking out and people passing. I'm even thinking, is this going to be him?
Yeah.
I think you told me that she had said he didn't show up. But that wasn't even on my mind. Because I'm like, I see this guy crossing. Is that him? Is that going to... And I can imagine how she must have been feeling. So I was anxious anyway for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was horrible.
It was. Mm-hmm. So then it gets worse.
Gets worse.
Because we get this phone call from Andrew.
Right.
He's like, ma'am, I'm in Florida. My father is sick. He has a short time to live, like going on and on. And she's like, well, I'm sorry. There was a misunderstanding, you know.
What misunderstanding?
She's like, oh, I'm sorry if there was a misunderstanding. She didn't know. She's like, I'm sorry about your father. And he's like, and he says, well, we don't need to meet in person. We can discuss Jace right now. Like, what? When did this turn to, can you come to New York so I can meet you because I can't go there because of work, to we don't even need to meet?
I know.
There is something going on. Mm-hmm. That there is no way I am buying that. There's no way.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's something going on. Yeah, but the mom vouched for him.
We don't know his mom.
Yeah.
We don't know his mom.
I know.
I don't know. It was really weird. Mm-hmm. So she says, okay. So he, tells him a little bit about Jace, and she's like, Jace is learning Latin, and he's only in 4th grade. And he goes, wow, that's so effing awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Way to impress.
Yeah, I definitely want my 9-year-old around you. Yeah, he is crazy. Yeah. So then she asked about ADHD, and he's like, I don't know. I'm with my mom. Let me let you talk to my mom. Like, he's so abrupt and like, ugh.
Yeah, I felt like he was saying it like, yeah, I'm here. I'm like, I'll show you. I'm right at home. I'm right here. I'll get my mom for you. And like a child too.
Yeah, it was crazy. Annoying. So she talks to the mom, and I mean, that conversation was good. I mean, there's really nothing bad you can say about it.
No.
And Babs was, she was like, I'll bring Jace to her house in Florida and have her meet him, no problem. No problem without Andrew. So then Babs tells Janelle about this Andrew thing, and they were just like, we're going to wait till he's 16 when he can, handle this.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no reason they need to do this again.
No, not at all.
No. I mean, it's been so long. It's like there's so many things that just...
Why bring somebody into the kid's life that is going to hurt him? So just avoid it. He doesn't need it.
Yeah, and I mean, be honest, if he asks about it, or when he's older and he brings it up, then you can say, yeah, we can do some kind of meeting if you really want that. I mean, when he's older. There's no reason to do it now. No. So we have some more drama, obviously. We get on to Kale.
Yes.
So we find out that Chris lives an hour away, and she stays there all the time when she doesn't have the boys, the older boys. So she's been trying to rebuild her relationship with him, but Chris accidentally texts Kale a text that was meant for his ex-girlfriend. And she doesn't, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's right.
And this is not the first time that he's cheated on her.
Right.
It's not the first time. And, so she's like, I don't know if he's going to come. Chris is going to come to Lincoln's birthday party. He was invited. Some of his family's coming. But she doesn't want to uninvite him because of Lincoln. So clearly, like, the kids are close with him.
Right.
But some of Chris's family's going to be there, which is like, that's nice. Yeah. And then we find out Chris says he's going to come. Mm-hmm. So we get to the party, and his face is blocked out. Like, he wants nothing to do with the show. He said that ever since he got with Kale. Like, I think I've seen one picture of him. Like,
oh, really? I don't know what he looks like.
Yeah. But Heather, Chris's aunt, is there, and Chris shows up, and he's like ignoring Kale. She goes up to him and says hi. Mm-hmm. She's so abrupt, but like, she did how she did, and he's like, just being nice for the cameras. But I mean, I don't think she was. I think she didn't blow up on him like she always would have. But I didn't like how she was so proud of that. Like when she talks to the aunt. So the aunt, you know, she's sitting with the aunt, and I guess Chris was like, "You're fake" to the aunt because she's talking to Kale.
I know. That's what how I took it. But
Yeah.
I don't think Kale noticed that.
No, she did, because she said,
Takes one to know one.
yeah, being fake.
Yeah, but I don't think she knew. I think the aunt has talked about Kale, not like in a good way, and him seeing her there speaking with Kale is like,
Yeah.
you're being fake.
Yeah.
The aunt tried to throw it off like, oh, he's just saying that because he wanted me to look at him because he was doing that jump. Is that not how it went?
Oh, I mean, I can see that. I can completely see what you're saying.
That's really hard to be called fake in front of somebody that you're sitting with.
Although the aunt was very upfront about
Right.
a lot of things. She wasn't,
Yeah.
and he's obviously going to say that. Like, I don't know, because I thought it was crazy that she was just, well, not crazy, but she was like, I think we all, you know, we think he likes you. And she's like, likes me. And she's like, he loves you, but sometimes you make it difficult.
Right. I thought that was good that she
Yeah,
said.
it was very, very true. And like,
Right.
there was no beating around the bush. Like, she wasn't sitting there being like, you girl, like,
Right.
you know, whatever. So that was good. But I didn't like how she was like proud that she didn't fight him over this. It was like, and the aunt was like, yeah, maybe that's why he's like still coming or something. And she was like, yeah, I did good. Like, I didn't.
Well, I mean, you do have to grow in a relationship. Everybody freaks out.
But he
and then
literally, like, when do you walk away? He's cheated on her so many times.
Absolutely.
This, and now she's like praising herself for not freaking out. Like, I just feel bad for her. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
you poor thing. You can freak the hell out.
Yeah.
I mean, do I think you should? No, I think you should not say anything and walk away, or freak out and walk away. Like,
Right.
you're not, it's not like, I don't know how to word this, but like,
maybe she was saying, like, you know, I didn't do like I always. I know what you're saying. She does need to get out.
yeah.
She said last time she's addicted to it,
Yeah.
you know, which is really unfortunate. But I was, just to get off that for a second,
Yep.
when she was in the car with the kids,
Yep.
I really loved how in a conversation, was that her cousin in the car with her?
Maybe her friend. I think
thought
it's
it's all right.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, when she was talking about Chris, she spelt his name automatically in front of the kids, you know, so, you know, that they didn't know what she was talking about. I thought that guardedness really was good for the kids. She didn't just like, a lot of the times you'll hear like Janelle swearing and the kids will be there and not even caring.
Yeah.
With her, she was like, wanted to talk about the subject, but spelt his name. It just said a lot for her as a mother.
Well, absolutely.
Like,
And the fact that she doesn't have Chris ever come over to the house, and the only time she sees him is when the two boys, even though
Right.
they have a great relationship with Chris, she like you said, she's guarded with it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
She's not good with herself,
No.
but she is with the kids. So
And then it's like 3 years, like, and then they talk about how he wants to, he's living at his grandmother's house. His next step in the future, he wants to get a place on his own. And she's just like, get a place on your own. Like, we've been on and off again for 3 years. We have a 1-year-old together. If we're not,
right, she's right.
which is so right. It's not like they've been dating for 6 months and don't have a kid together. And she's like,
yeah.
but it's not going to happen.
No,
It's not going to happen. And it's so sad that she's in that.
right, and she'll accept it. Mm-hmm. She'll accept it. And it's eventually.
It's just so crazy because with Isaac's dad, Joe, it was just a young thing. I don't really know if they would have worked out if they were older. I don't think so. They're just different people. But with Javi, he was, I mean, we don't really know, I guess, because she says a lot of things, but he was very, like, really wanted the family to work. Really good dad. Really wanted another baby. They had a miscarriage, and he was, like, crushed. Like,
Yeah.
he was so into her, loved her, thought she was the greatest thing. And, yeah. And now, like, what she's hung up on is this.
I know. Was it Chris that she cheated with?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's the kind of person that chases after what what she can't have.
Yep.
That's not going to get her anywhere.
No. But she gets so emotional talking about Chris, which she's a very hard person. You can tell that.
Oh, yeah.
And she's just like, I just don't know why he won't commit to me. It's like, girl, she's like, all my mom friends are married, and look at me, like I have, the house, the kids, the pool, the this, the that, like the job, whatever.
Yeah, you're picking the wrong kind of guy.
Yeah. Yep. And then it's like, she's probably like, at this point, I have 3 baby daddies. One of them needs to stick. Like,
yeah.
Because the next one she gets with, she's probably going to want to have a kid with if there's another guy. And then there's going to be 4, and then...
Yeah. If that's her thought process, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But then, so Chris randomly texts her while they're filming and said, I love you, Miss Lowry. Like, he knows how to just... And she was, like, giddy about it, kind of. Well, she definitely was. She hit it, kind of. But, like, be like, no, block your number. Done, gone, bye, cheated, done.
Yeah, but that's how he pulls her in. That's how he pulls her in.
Yeah, it's like typical player.
Oh, yeah.
Typical.
And it works for him.
Yeah. Good job, Chris.
Yeah.
Please don't teach Lux that. All right, well, moving on. We get to Leah. I mean, I can't even talk in circles for one more second of my life or I will explode.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy.
Well, it's really crazy that he didn't know that there were no kids there.
That was crazy.
You definitely
Where are the twins? Where's Addie?
Right. I mean, she even kind of looked at him like, but they must have already planned this. They definitely have talked about, okay, the kids are going to be going away this weekend. What do you want to do? Anything. It was so bizarre.
It was so bizarre.
I would say if I have nothing to say, don't put me in this episode.
Yeah.
Skip it.
Yeah.
You had the kids in there. You had the father. Those two had no need to be in there.
No need. No need.
My note is OMG. Jason, Leah's boyfriend, didn't know the kids weren't there. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation.
Do you want to know mine? My notes? OMG. I'm not kidding you. OMG. They are still talking about Jeremy and Addie. He goes, I'm so proud of you. It's up to him to fix this, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Yeah. Like, we're in the 10th episode, sweetie, and we are 10 deep of these conversations that make no, like...
Yeah, there's no end. There's nothing.
Nothing. Mm-hmm. We're doing it now.
Right.
We're catching their...
Absolutely.
That. What is it called? We're catching their that. It was nice.
Repetitiveness there. I don't know.
It's almost like it's like when you know those things where you watch a TV and it's like swirling and you're just stuck in it. And I'm like, should someone tap them on the shoulder and be like, snap out of it. Come on.
Exactly.
Snap out of it for a second. Oh my God, help them. And I like them. Like, could they go on a date, talk about their relationship?
Yes. You don't have kids all weekend. Go on a date.
Let's see you guys interact. We just met this guy.
Right.
Like, I mean, the world just met this guy.
Well, we saw the kiss. That's all. And it was not enough, she said. It was just silly. And then what I didn't understand was he goes, do you want to make out? And she laughs and he goes, it's not funny. I'm like, why wasn't that funny? I'm
so confused with them. Like, I can't do this anymore. I quit. I quit the show for them. They need to quit the show if they can't handle it. I have severe secondhand embarrassment, like so badly. Right. It's a problem. But it was cute that Jeremy bought a house, and Addie was so excited that you can press a button and the garage door goes up. She is a funny kid. She really is. Mm-hmm. What did you have any my notes about her? Yeah. I said Addie's so funny when she was shushing the twins.
They're trying to talk, and then she's doing like the lock and key, shush and the lock and key, and then she does her eyebrows.
Yeah.
And then the mom asks, "So did you sleep in your big girl bed?" She goes, "Nope, I'd be too scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared, and I'll pee."
Yeah.
She's got a great little.
When I'm
personality.
10, I'll sleep in my bed. And then the twin, what's her name, Gracie, was like, I'm 9, I sleep in my.
Yeah.
She is like 18.
Yeah.
I don't even. It's crazy. How funny was Jeremy going? I put new batteries in your creepy baby doll. And then they get home and she's playing with the creepy baby doll, which is really creepy.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "All right, we're done with this." And she's like, "No." And he's like, "No, we're gonna have to be done with this." Like, and he like takes it away, and you see his face like he's looking away, like laughing. Cause,
Yeah. No, he was laughing because automatically she started playing with another loud thing.
Oh, the dog.
The dog. He's like, "Oh man."
I hate how he calls her sissy.
Yeah.
She doesn't have like.
What?
He's not with anybody that like.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's really
People
weird.
have a nickname, Sissy.
Yeah, but when they have sisters
Nuh-uh.
around,
Maybe not.
what are you, like a scaredy cat? You little sissy.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, we spent way too much time on Leah. Then, like, I just pulled all that out of my
Oh yeah, true.
butt or something. No, I'm just saying, like, because there was no content there. I
Right.
can't even believe we just talked for that long about it.
I agree. Let's move on before we get stuck in that swirl.
So they talked for so. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so we'll move on to Chelsea, which, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
What the hell? This is crazy. So they're still open to the idea of Cole adopting Aubrey, and they all really want it, but they don't want to push her, which we get. And they want her to bring it up. So Aubrey's going to spend the night at Adam's parents for her monthly sleepover weekend, and the custody agreement says Adam cannot be there. But before that, Chelsea has a conversation with her mom. And I wanted to get your input because you're my mom.
Oh. Okay.
So, like, what did you think of that? I thought it was really good how Chelsea was just like, I need you, like, no, stop talking to her about it. Like,
Yeah, I thought it was great. You know, and I know from a mother's standpoint, when you do something, you she was defending herself and trying to say, I didn't do what you think, but Chelsea was right. You did more than.
then what?
As little as you think is more than what I want. Don't want you to do it. And it's got to be hard, Chelsea having to say that to her mom.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not her mom's business, and Chelsea has it under control.
And she's asking for her advice, but, like, don't talk to Aubrey about it because she said, like she said, I'm on this path. I'm trying to do something, and that's all I'm trying to do.
Right.
And I need it to be controlled kind of thing.
But then I am wondering, like, she wants Aubrey to come and say it to her, or how is Aubrey going to come up with that? Or is it already implanted in her head? Like, a kid just doesn't, I want somebody to adopt me.
Yeah.
So I don't know how. They must be feeding her, like, giving her some information to work with.
Yeah, they must be saying something to her because, I don't know, that is such a tough thing to do. But at the same time, well, I'll say this after, okay? Because Chelsea gets a text from Grandma Donna, Adam's mom, saying that Adam just got here so you can come get Aubrey. So, didn't it seem like it was nighttime?
Yeah, it definitely did. It wasn't?
I don't think so because, well, Cole gets up all pissed and, like, leaves. And he's so funny. Like, he's so, like...
Well, he's so funny because he's all macho about it, but then he has a little voice.
Yes, that's what it is.
I'm just going to go and tell them.
I'm so mad about it. I'll really rough somebody up.
And
But he's
so
so
kind.
cute. And he's so kind. And he's so caring. And and he's so cute. Like, I just think he's such a great guy. But, yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought it was at night, but then they're making it sound like it wasn't because he's like, I got over there and there was just a lot of family. And then Grandma Donna was like, well, where's she going to be later? I'll come get her later.
Yeah, true.
So,
But I was thinking maybe they meant
later this weekend?
In the evening. Like, I mean, later. I was thinking maybe it was like 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, whatever time it was, regardless. But, like, so Cole goes over there, and he's like, this could go one of two ways. It's either going to be civil, or it's going to... or shit's going to hit the fan. Or shit's going to go down.
Oh, my gosh. That's so funny.
So I guess Donna said, I don't know why she needs to leave. And Cole's like, because it's in the custody agreement. And she's like, oh, I thought that was just something you and Chelsea made up.
You and Chelsea rule. Yeah, well, what does that matter? That's a rule.
Yeah.
My and Chelsea rule is a rule.
Say rule one more time. But so yeah, so then she goes, well, where will she be later? I'll get her later. And Cole's like, no, we're done for the weekend. Which, that was so awesome that he felt like, and he could make that call.
I know.
You know, that he was like, you know, because it's hard to step in that, and what if, you know, whatever. So it was really nice that he was like, I'm making this call, that's it. And it was totally the right one.
Yeah.
But then, so Cole goes, you know, this could have been avoided. And she's like, how? And Aubrey steps in and goes, I know how it could have been avoided. We could have both been here at different times. Like,
a 9-year-old has to say this.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Well, Daddy was sitting there with me when I was watching the show, and the first thing he said, well, he said a lot of things. Like, can't any of these girls get their acts together? I was like, all right, it's a show. But when Cole went to go get her, he said, oh, he shouldn't be doing that. He shouldn't be going.
Why?
Because it's like the ex going to get, you know.
No, I think my father is talking about how if he went to go, then there really would have been a different situation.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he knows he couldn't handle himself, so he's probably like,
thinking
this guy probably can't handle himself.
Cole can definitely handle himself.
It was going to be civil. It was going to go.
He's so wonderful, though.
He is so great.
He really, I would take a little tiny voice like that with, you know.
He looks so pretty today.
All right, maybe not, but still.
No, but I thought it was fine because she, you know, she has 3 kids with this guy. She's married to this guy. Aubrey fully lives with him. He's there for her. I
didn't agree with him and Dad anyway. You have no idea what you're talking about right now.
He was probably like, oh crap, this guy's going to go over there. There's going to be things happening. Yeah. But no, there was not.
Very civil.
But so then Chelsea's mom's talking to Aubrey about it, and she's like, you know, what happened? Tell me about it. And she's like, well, it took over a while for Cole to come pick me up. So, you know, whatever. So we were kind of played. And she was so like, it was so like awkward. Like she was like, I know, like she knew it was wrong. You know that?
Yeah.
It was like almost like if I came home when I was younger or something, I was like, yeah, there was alcohol there, and I know that I wasn't supposed to, and I called you, like, and I was still there for a little while, and they were still drinking. It was like, I knew he wasn't supposed to be there, and Cole, it was just so innocently, sad.
Yeah, it really was. She's in a position. I felt like it was more like, you know, I don't want to say that I enjoyed it, even if I did, because it might hurt somebody else's feelings. Like, I'm not supposed to enjoy.
Oh, you thought that's what she...
That's how I thought it was, but who knows? I never know.
I don't know, because she is, like, she's for Adam, but at the same time, when she knows she's not supposed to be, like, with him missing all those things, she's like, you know, he could easily come, like, he doesn't need to sleep, or she goes against him, so, you know, sometimes, so I think.
Yeah, I don't think what I thought was that she didn't want to enjoy the time because it might hurt, like, Cole's feelings or her mom's feelings.
Or she knew that it was literally wrong.
Yeah.
Like, this is not even supposed to be happening. Because imagine, she's so young. This shouldn't be happening, smart. And it's happening.
Yeah.
And they're adults. And I'm a kid, and I can't control this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's her dad. And it's so, like... So that's what I'm thinking, like, too, with the whole adoption thing. Like, shouldn't she be... I'm like, shouldn't this 9-year-old be thinking? But, like, shouldn't she be thinking, like... Well, I don't know. It's like, couldn't they say to her, like, you know, you can't even, I don't know, I'm not a mom, but like,
What?
she can't even be around him. She
know.
doesn't see him. She has to leave when her father walks in the house.
I know.
That's not normal.
Yeah, so I don't know why Chelsea's not having a conversation with her.
I think she did. Remember, I think she kind of did, and Chelsea was just, and remember, and Aubrey was
and
like,
she said
"So is
she
he
wasn't
not going to be
ready."
my dad anymore?"
Yeah. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, and she was like kind of like awkward about it. And then in the car when the cameras were there, because she did that conversation off the cameras, and when the cameras were there, she said, "Do you want to talk about it?" And Aubrey was like, "No."
Yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah. So Chelsea said that they're going to take a break from the visits, the once a month visits, which obviously, and yeah. So there's a lot there.
Yeah.
Well, this is not the finale.
Nope.
So we will be here next week. All right. So special segment, Teen Mom 2, Teen Mom U.
All right. So, I mean, I think maybe Kale. Only because I'm easily forgiven. I forgive so easily. I don't hold a grudge, you know. And I don't get myself wrapped up in the trouble for some reason, even though I am forgiving. But yeah, so that's her. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my answer.
I think I would be like Janelle in this episode because she was just so cut dry. Like, nope, done. Cut him out.
Yeah.
Goodbye. And that's totally how I am. Like,
Yeah.
no, we're not dealing with this. Because
I'm
then
forgiving, you're not.
I'm not. And like, if I was to forgive, it's like I would hold it against you for so long. So you might as like just remove yourself at that point.
The torture is
Because
too much.
you'll never hear the end of it.
wrath of Mackenzie. Absolutely.
God, that sounds so bad. Thank you, viewers,
No,
for hearing that.
it's not.
It's so good. All right, well, on the next Teen Mom, should I do predictions first?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, predictions.
Maybe Kale will smarten up. You know, they're gonna have to have something with her and Chris arguing or making up or some kind of commitment or not.
Or making out.
And that's it. Leah and what is his name? Jason are gonna have a real true conversation.
Help us.
Right? About something.
Come on.
That's all.
All right, well, I predict that I don't know. I just feel like the relationship between Devon and Brianna is too good to be true. Oh. So I don't know. I just see something happening, even if it's not like a big thing. But like, I don't know. And then, yeah, I don't know. But I have these in front of me, so now I'm getting all messed up because I know kind of what's gonna.
All right, go ahead.
But on the next, Chelsea asked Aubrey if anybody came to lunch at school. She said, "Yeah, Grandma Donna with Dad."
Oh, so wrong.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Bree talks to a friend about how Louis, Stella's dad, is moving back to where she just said back down here, so where they're living, sooner than they thought.
Yeah, he's still probably not going to see the baby.
No, probably not. We learned some news about Allie's eye and how she can't really see out of it or something. One of her eyes, like she's having an eye problem. Kale sends a package to Janelle and Janelle sets it on fire. Remember I was telling you and post that video? Remember I was telling you about that, how Kale sends this pretty much peace offering package to Janelle because they have social media drama back and forth.
Okay.
And Janelle gets it, posts a video of her setting it on fire.
I do
Remember when I told you, and the gas comes back and it and Janelle runs away from the gas? It's crazy.
Yes.
So,
so they really have bad blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So there's that.
All right. Sounds all right. Maybe there'll be a little bit of excitement going on.
All right. Maybe we'll step it up. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. It was a pleasure talking in circles today. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so subscribe, like, comment. We'll read your comments. We'll love to interact with you guys. And check out our other AfterBuzz TV network channels on YouTube and Apple Podcasts. So I'm your host, Mackenzie Fain. You can find me on Instagram at Mackenzie Fain. You can find my mom at home. No, I'm kidding. Where can we find you?
Instagram at Lee Fain.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a good week.